Okay, so this is the last live that I will do before our amazing webinar tomorrow at 7 p.m. I've been talking to some of the experts today, going over some of their final notes. It is going to be absolutely incredible. It is going to be incredibly busy as well. Those of you who've been looking for your links will come out tomorrow. So you should be getting emails from us. If you're not, they might be in your junk. If you haven't registered yet, the link is in the description so that you can register with us or in the comments, okay? But I want to talk to you a little bit about our dogs sometimes have almost like a split personality. Do you know what I mean? Like in the house, they like to be perfect. In the garden, they're perfect. To walk outside, it's like, whose dog is this? 'Cause this certainly isn't mine. Um, and it can be really hard for us and really frustrating because we think, oh my God, I know you know this. And then you step like literally 2 foot outside the door and it's all gone out the window. And it can be so discouraging, I suppose, because you're thinking, what's the point of me trying if every time I step outside, you're going to act like a different dog? Um, so there's some little bits where I would say truth bombs, right? And these are what the experts have told me, and they'll teach you tomorrow far more in depth than I'm going to teach you now. But it's all about the fact that dogs haven't always learned to cope in different environments, exciting environments. And what tends to happen is if there's a place where our dogs misbehave, and they're not misbehaving, but I'll use that now so you understand what I'm on about. If there's a place where they tend to misbehave, we tend to not go there so much. So then the next time we do go there, they're incredibly overly excited because they're back in a place that they love, that we don't take them to or not. And that's it's quite an interesting concept if you think about it, how much we might try to stay away from the places that actually they need to go to more. But we're doing it because we don't want to get into these sort of battles of wills with our dogs where we're like, I win, you lose, or you lose, I win, which either way you look at it, it's not the right place. But home training doesn't automatically carry over to the outdoors, and that's something we need to get into our minds. And once you've grasped that concept, it's easier for you because you realize that just because it's perfect inside doesn't mean for 1 minute it's going to be perfect outside. Just because it's great on that field doesn't mean for 1 minute that it's going to be great on the field next door to it. And you have to understand that your dog is not able to generalize in the way that we do. You think, well, if I'm good in one park, surely I'm going to be great in the next park. But it doesn't work the same way for dogs. High sensory environments overwhelm even the best trained dogs, okay? So when you have a lot going on, I've shared stories this week of different environments where my dog, my dad's dog, high sensory environments where they really just like fell apart and decided they'd do their own thing, really went to Gremlin land. And that's something that we have to take into account as well. And I am quickly going through these because these are things we're going to cover tomorrow with far more depth. But I want to make sure that you get these sort of like top tips because they'll help you day to day. Even the two I've just given you make a big difference if you didn't know them before because we don't know what we don't know. And until somebody actually tells us and we're made aware of that, it can be like, a bit of a shock to us. I can think of so many things that the experts have told me, and I've gone, really? That's the case there? I didn't understand it for 1 minute. And we tend to generalize human emotion, human behavior onto our dogs, and we shouldn't. Dogs are predators, dogs behave in different ways, dogs have different genetic makeups, and we need to take that on board. It's not about dominance with your dog. It is not what it's after. It's not trying to control what you do in an environment or you control it. It's about you working with them to get an emotional control. When I say control, that can sometimes see like a word that people don't like to use. But what I mean is a partnership, a conversation between you, not obviously using human words, but something between you where you link and you understand what each other's trying to get across. You're definitely not alone if it's going wrong for you. There are hundreds of us where it goes wrong or has gone wrong, and we've learned how to fix it. And that doesn't mean with the next dog we'll know how to fix it because every single dog is different. So we just know how to help the dog in front of us sometimes to get through a situation. And you might not have got to that point with your dog yet, but we're here to help you do that. Tomorrow is going to be a massive deep dive into this, okay? And I don't want to keep you long tonight. It's 9 o'clock on a Thursday. We're getting to the end of the week, and tomorrow is going to be the weekend for us, and we can all really sort of settle back and enjoy it. I'm going to try and do a replay. There are hundreds of you registered, so sometimes where there's loads of us, the replay doesn't really go as it should. So try your best to be on the live. Plus, if you're on the live, you can get a chance to win a massive prize, £150 worth of stuff from Field and Fireside. So make sure you're on it there. Click the link, grab your seat, don't miss it, don't miss out, and make sure that you come along, find out how to make sure that your dog is an angel in the kitchen and an angel outside as well. We hope you join us. We'll see you tomorrow evening, and have a lovely night. Good night.